Hi, I'm Brett Larkin. This is going to be a shorter, delicious sequence to open up the hips as our primary focus. Come to a comfortable seat and close your eyes. In your seat right now, begin noticing and bringing your awareness and your attention to the area of your hips and how the hips and your sits bones touch the ground. Shift your spine back in space slightly as you dip your chin. And begin to locate that long line of energy that runs from between the space of the sits bones up towards the crown of the head. As you sit the breath in, notice where it's going in the body. And just taking a moment to thank yourself for finding this time between our busy days, commuting, working at a desk. Right now you're here on your mat, nowhere else, with the attention of soothing your hips and bathing them with your generous attention. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Dip the chin. Open the eyes slowly to take in your fingertips on the floor. Let's transition to table pose. To begin, just have a nice, maybe wider table pose than you normally would, so you can walk the hands out a little extra. And without too much adherence to form, just begin to do a few cat-cows on your own. So exhaling, rounding the spine, navel lifts up and in. Inhaling, chest rises, heart lifts, collarbones splay open. Out breath carries you back. Lower back rounds, navel lifts towards the ceiling. Inhaling, bringing the heart through, maybe a micro bend in the elbows to really lift the collarbones, glide the shoulder blades down the back, navel's up and in. Nice. Exhaling. Just a few on your own. Not getting too caught up in form, just undulating, moving the spine. Together we'll meet in table. So feel your spine parallel to the ceiling. Navel hugs up and in, shoulder blades glide down the back, away from the ears. Deep breath, inflating the torso with your attention. Inflating the torso with your breath, expanding the left shoulder, left hip, right hip apart. With your breathing and then exhaling completely. One more, expand the space of the torso apart with your breathing. How can it get wider, side to side, left to right, and on the diagonal, exhale completely. Nice. And then just wag the hips from side to side. No one's looking, no one can see you. Just make it feel good. Just wake up. See if you can feel a small something on the left and right hip as you go to the left and the right. Strong palms, navel engaged, core active, just kind of feeling in. Nice. And then curl the toes under. Lift the hips up and back to the space where the side wall meets the ceiling. We're coming into downward facing dog. This may be, most likely, your first down dog of the day, so just give it time. You can bend the left knee and then the right. Press vigorously through the index finger and thumb. Soften your gaze, soften the space between your eyebrows. Inhale the right leg up and back. Nice. And then stack the hips, or start to attempt to stack the hips. We usually bend the leg or bend the knee here, but we're not going to do that today. Instead, just reach the right leg farther back in space. Deep inhale. Nice. One more. And then exhale. Step through. Step it slightly out. So step it to the outside of the right palm, perhaps. So your hands are on the inside of your foot. And then from here, all we're going to do is press vigorously through the front foot. Straighten the knee of the back leg. So really activate through the back heel. And begin to send your energy and attention into the right hip. We're looking for space in the right hip here. That's it. Just looking for space, looking for opening. And how you're going to find it, once again, is by pressing down through the front right foot very vigorously. Feel all the toes on the floor. And then really extending through the left back heel, knee super straight. You can even maybe lean your weight a tiny bit to the right. We're just looking for an opening, a sensation right here, that's all. Just send your breath there. How much can you push down through the front foot and extend through the back heel to activate this opening in the right hip? One more breath. So it's energetic. Nice. Exhale. Step the leg back. Rock forward to plank pose. Nice. Exhale. Up dog with our thigh bones on the ground, elbows micro bent. You can kind of just rock from side to side. Nice. And then your choice, exhale, carries you back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Really lift the left leg up towards the sky and forward as if it could catapult forward across your head. Nice. Inhaling. Exhaling completely. Inhaling, attempting to stack the hips, but we're not bending the knee. See if you can move that femur bone a little more back in its socket. Nice. And then exhale. Step the foot to the outside of the left. Left foot, bigger. The right knee is so straight, and the hips are up, stacking in your down. And you're beginning to the back left side, as if the left hip could just open back into the left in space. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply, left foot presses into the ground, back heel so strong. Send your energy, your breath back into the left, in the area of that left hip. We're just trying to open up space, locate sensation without a lot of movement. So you're inhaling, sending energy of the left hip. You can almost lean a little bit to the left to find it, but it's really energetic. Left hip back and down in space. Nice. Exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale again. The thigh bones. Nice up dog variation. Keep the elbows bent. Just feel it out. Rock from side to side. Nice. And then lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Yawn it open. Exhale. Pigeon. So, coming into your variation, maybe not the farthest you've ever gone, but something that's going to challenge you. Right front foot is flexed. Inhale, collarbones splay open. Exhale, place the elbows on the floor, elbows on the mat, and same thing, you're going to press through the palms. Press through the palms to shift the energy back into the right hip. So we're just staying upright for a moment here. Pressing through the forearms, the palms, to shift the energy into the back of the right hip. Sending the energy back. So we're almost looking for space and sensation more than we're looking for stretch. Although stretch is most likely definitely happening. It's not something you're trying to achieve. It's something you're allowing to happen. Again, as you shift the energy into the back body, the back of the right hip, pressing down with the palms and the forearms. Just looking for space and sensation in the right hip. Nice. And then I want you to walk the hands over to the right. Same thing here. Stay up on the forearms. Just for a moment. See how that changes the intensity of the stretch, perhaps for you. Deep breath into the right hip. And then walk over to the left. Angle your navel so it's right above the sole of the foot. So we're angling for navel above sole of foot. And then again, stay up on the forearms. Press vigorously through the palms and the forearms to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Again, angling the navel over the sole of the foot. Play that edge. Inhale. Exhale. Send your right hip back in space and down. Inhale. Palms press firmly into the mat to help you angle the right hip back and down. Nice. Return to center. Using the palms helps us find opening. So this time, as you exhale and fold over into pigeon, find stretch, release into this opening, this space we've created in the hip. 3 deep breaths here. If this is at all painful on the knee, pigeon on the back, you thread the needle. Always the better option. Exhale completely. Inhaling into the area of the right hip. Inflate it with your breath. 1, 2, 3. Inflating it a little more than your capacity. Exhaling completely. One more. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3 into the area of the right hip. Hold the breath. Inhaling beyond your capacity. Exhale. Let it all go. In this way, we're literally unwinding tension from the outside, from the inside out. Place the hands underneath the breastbone. Curl the back toes under. Shift your weight up and back. Downward facing dog. Just readjust. Let's cycle through a vinyasa here. Inhale. Hold, exhale, chaturanga, hold, inhale, up dog. We're ready for it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, yawn the left leg, up and back. Exhale, step it through, pigeon. Flex the front foot. Shin does not have to be parallel to the front of the mat, although it certainly can be. Pigeon on the back if this hurts the knee. Inhale, collarbones lift. Inhale, inflate the lungs. Exhale. Elbows come down to the mat. Palms press into the mat and into the floor. Begin pressing the palms and the forearms into the mat to help you shift your weight and your energy and your attention into the left hip, moving it down and back. Close your eyes and see if you can just observe this moment. Palms press the mat, forearms press into the mat, and this moves energy back and down into your left hip. One more deep breath. Nice, and then walk the forearms over to the left. Same thing. So we're still pressing through the forearms, pressing into the forearms, pressing into the palms in order to create more space in the left hip as we send our attention down and back. Imagine a pinpoint of light in the center of your hip where the sensation is the strongest, and by pressing the forearms into the mat and the palms into the mat, it's gently somehow opening. So instead of just falling and collapsing forward, we're pressing into the forearms, pressing into the palms, shifting our weight and our energy into the back body, to the back of the left hip. Nice. Walk the forearms over to the right now. Angle the torso over the foot. So it's as if the navel could come into the sole of the foot. Same thing. Forearms, palms active. shoulder blades gliding down, and using the palms and the forearms on the mat as leverage to push in and back onto the left hip. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Just observing this moment for what it is. Yoga is really just the practice of observing our own thoughts, uniting with ourselves in this moment. Allow that to happen here. Nice, and then inhale, find center. With this space you've made by shifting the attention back, opening the hip, now fold, now stretch into your traditional pigeon, releasing into that open. Then practice inhaling the inner body to meet the outer body in the space of the left. 2, 3, inflating the left hip with your breath. Exhaling completely. 1. Exhaling completely. Exhaling completely. Nice. Curl the back toes under, place the palms under the chest. Shift the weight up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Jump, step, or walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Exhale, fold. Down the back, navel moves up and in. Skull moves away from the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Arms down, around, and up to touch above the head. As if you're moving through water, exhale, press the air away. Really feel the sensation of your limbs moving through space so slowly. Inhale. Palms lift, heart lifts, tailbone drops. Exhale, fold over your legs. Exhale, set the right foot back, right knee to the mat. Low lunge, arms up. Exhale, frame the front foot, plank, chaturanga, or your variation. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right hand, foot between the palms, left the mat. Low lunge. Exhale, palms frame the foot. Kick off that back foot, step it forward. Heart lift, shoulder blades roll down the back, thigh bones back in space. Exhale, the arms down, around, and up to touch above the head. Exhale, press the air away. Inhale, palms lift, heart lifts. Exhale, fold over your legs. Half lift. Leg to the mat. Low lunge. Exhale, place the palms. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale. Step the left foot through, right knee to the mat. Low lunge. Moving meditation. Exhale. Palms frame the foot. Kick off the back leg. Exhale. Inhale, circle the arms down enough to touch above the head. Exhale, take this moment just for you as you press the air away. Tailbone gets longer. Hands come to prayer. Inhale, palms lift, heart lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank pose. Right away. Chaturanga, up dog. Inhale. Exhale carries you back. Downward facing dog. Yawn the right leg up and back. Exhale. Step it through to the outside of the palm once again. So the two hands are in the inside of the foot where we started. Take the inside under the right knee. On the back of the calf. Wrist. High, again, you're not sinking. They're very high. Low back is rounded. You're going to inhale, airplane arms, lift the heart. Even though you're bound, lift the collarbone. Exhale, fold in. Lift the navel up into the spine. Deliberately exaggerate the rounding in the low back. Inhale, airplane arms. Attempt to lift the collarbones, lift the heart, extend the arms. Exhale, place the palms back down, round, lift the navel up and in. One more. Inhale. Lift the collarbones, lift the heart, balance. Exhale, place the palms back. Deliberately round the low back, navel moves up and in. Nice. And then bring the hand back to the inside. Rock the knee. Take the front foot 45 degrees out to the right if you wish. Option to stay here, or come down to the elbows, or come down to a block, lizard pose. Three deep breaths here. Breathe into the area of the low back. And on the exhale, see if your tailbone can lengthen a little more. Pelvis sink down a little bit more. Inhaling. Exhaling completely. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Nice. Inhale, place the palms. Curl the back toes. Take it up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, step to the outside of the left palm this time. Nice. And then working the left shoulder behind the left knee. Just the same as before. So left hand to the outside of the left foot. Extend like crazy through that back foot, back knee so straight. Get the shoulder in there as much as you can. And then, with the hips lifted, not sinking, lifted, airplane arms. Inflate the heart, inflate the collarbones, even though you're bound. Exhale. Deliberately round the low back. Drop the head, navel up and into the spine. Inhale, airplane arms. Feel like you're flying, even though you're bound. So straight through the back knee. Exhale. Round. Round the low back deliberately. Inhale, airplane arms. Last one. Make it good. Hopefully you're feeling this in the left hip. I certainly am. Exhale. Round. Drop in. Navel moves up and in. Exaggerate the curve of the low back. Nice. Bring the left foot. Drop the 5 degrees if you will. Your lizard pose. So press the palms into the mat. Or take elbows to the mat. Or to a block. Wherever you need to be in your body. In this moment, head drops. Soften the space between your eyes, soften your tongue, soften the space between your eyebrows. Deep inhale into the low back, inflate it up. Exhale, see if you can let the pelvis sink a little bit more. What are you holding on to, tensing internally that you can let go of? It could be anywhere. Close your eyes and just imagine your mind as a panoramic camera. It's bringing equal focus, equal attention to all parts of the body as it scans through. With that much awareness, that much attention. One more deep breath. Exhale completely. Slight contraction on the exhale. Place the palms. Nice. Curl the back toe under. Shift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. In your down dog, just take a moment to feel your hips. Nice. Inhale, place the knees on the mat or in table. Just wag the hips from side to side again. Maybe see what shifted. Just loosening them up. Moving left to right. Nice. Then shift the knees forward. Come to lying down with the soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to do one of my favorite hip stretch variations of all time. Nice. So cross the right ankle over the left knee. Come into thread the needle. And thread the needle, I like to use my right elbow to really press against the right knee. Make sure both feet are vigorously flexed. Nice. And then you'll see your legs are kind of in the letter or number 4. Keeping this arrangement exactly as it is, you're just going to drop this whole situation to the left. So the right sole of the foot comes to the floor as you just drop this whole situation to the left. Nice. And then right sole of the foot presses into the floor. And what you're looking for is to move the right knee energetically away from your body. So locate your right knee, it's the top knee. Move it energetically away from your body. And in order to do this, I sometimes like to take the left hand, take hold of the right ankle gently, and then energetically move the knee away from my face as I relax the sacrum down and begin to find space and opening in the area of the right hip. For some of you, if you can't come all the way to the floor with the sole of the foot, just hanging out like here at the halfway point can be really powerful, and sometimes I actually prefer that. And wherever you are, the alignment cues are the same. The knee is moving away from the face. The right knee is moving away from the face. You're dropping the sacrum, relaxing the low back. Left hand can take hold of right heel, right ankle if you want, and just begin to sink into finding this delicious space in the air of the right hip. Relax completely. The only thing that has energy right now is the right leg, right knee, as it energetically moves away from the face, and perhaps the left hand as it just holds that leg in place to act as an opposition point. One more deep breath. Nice. Exhale, bring it back up to center. Let the knees cross, so just let that right leg slide over. Take hold of the outside edges of the foot. Nice, and just maybe rock gently side to side. See what's opening in the whole outer seam of the hip. Nice. Come to pause in the center. Beautiful. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Other side. Left ankle on top of right knee. Thread the needle. Using that left elbow to really press the left knee away. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. And then you're just going to drop this whole situation over to the right. Whole situation drops to the right, or just leans towards the right if that's more comfortable for you. So I like to have the right hand taking hold of the left ankle, and then I press into my hand as I move the knee away from my face. Move the left knee away from your face towards the bottom of your mat. And then relax the sacrum, relax the hip bones. Let your hips drop back in space because you're in a little bit of a twist here. So feel the hips drop back towards the mat. And then we're looking for space and opening in the area of the left hip. Holding the left ankle for support. And then energetically moving the knee and the left leg away from the face as we drop and relax through the area of the right hip. Fall back onto the mat. Imagine your mind as the panoramic camera again. Just taking inventory, taking stock, observing the whole body. You're cultivating this level of awareness using the breath, opening the hips, and especially emotional place. We're healing ourselves at a cellular level when we do this breathing, when we do this opening, when we cultivate this kind of attention. Nice. Inhale. Bring the situation back to the center. Draw it in for a moment. Pause. Just thread the needle. And then draw the knee, the left knee. So it's on top of the right knee. Take a hold of the outer edges of the feet, or the shin, or the ankle, wherever. And just rock back and forth slightly with the knees stacked. Legs bent. Seeing what opens for you. Come to center, pause, let the knees fall into the chest. You continue to pull the feet towards you. Nice. And then soles of the feet on the ground. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. You're in goddess pose. Just listening to the rise and fall of your breath, cadence of your breath. You can stay here in goddess, which I think I'm going to do, or you can very gently let your left foot come straight, right foot come straight for traditional Shavasana. Just take a few moments here to reset, recenter, drop in. Give yourself permission to listen to your own breathing. Give your mind permission to be nowhere else but here. If you're in goddess, bring the left hand to the outside of the left femur or thigh bone. Bring the right hand to the outside of the right. And bring your knees together so you don't strain the low back. Have your hands help. And then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze the knees down. Feel the tailbone lengthen as you do this. As you squeeze the knees into the chest, tailbone lengthens towards the back of the mat, so that you could curl the tailbone upward. Nice. And let your knees drop to the right side. Use your right forearm as a pillow, left hand on the mat. One deep grounding breath here. Gently pressing through the palm, eyes closed if you can. Just come up to a comfortable seat. Cross leg. Let's bring our hands to prayer right away. Once again, locate your sitting bones connected to the mat. And the space between the sits bones and this long line of energy from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Inhale, inflate the chest with your breathing, tall, regal seat. Exhale, arm bones move back in space and down, shoulder blades back and down. Inhale. Exhale, grow taller. Inhale. Exhale, heart emerges. Thank yourself for finding this time to connect in with the hips, to connect with yourself. It's an honor to teach. It's an honor to have you practice with me. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.